Yeah. Hey, get my mic adjusted a bit better. Just gonna be working on some quests and relaxing for the most part for a couple hours at best. It is good to see you again, Aelith. By the aura you exude, it is plain you have grown further as a conjurer. The time has come that you acquaint yourself with the third element of our art, water. For the first part of your lesson, you are to take this flask of pristine water and pour it at the foot of the hedge tree found near the hawthorn hut. The water's purity will draw forth the corrupting energy that is siphoning the tree's life force. Dispatch this being and then speak with Brother Josen at the hawthorn hut. As you might expect, he is a conjurer with a fine ear for the murmurings of brook and stream. Listen well to his advice if you would learn to master the element of water. Okay. It would help if I don't run into the walls. And I'm doing it in. Okay, I did just get the ability to go and pick up the other jobs and stuff, so I'll probably go and do those beginner quests so that I can at least unlock the classes for the time being. Mostly I'll probably work on gatherers and crafters, but I'll pick up the combat ones and the like as well, just not really do much with them yet. Hello there, and welcome to the Botanist Guild. What brings you here today? Interested in becoming a botanist, are you? Then you've come to the right place. At our guild, you can study under some of the finest botanists in the realm. An enticing proposition, is it not? So what say you? Would you like to add your name to our roll? Yeah, sure. Excellent. Now you're doubtless eager to dive headlong into the nearest shrubbery, but first, a brief explanation on the origins of the Botanists Guild. Our guild boasts a long history. Its roots can be traced back some 500 years to when our nation was still in its infancy. It was around that time that a precursor organization to our own was established to facilitate communion with the elementals. But I suspect you're already confused. Not being forest-born. Let me put it in a way that your kind would understand. The Twelveswood doesn't belong to man, but almighty beings known as elementals. It is by their leave that we Gridanians dwell here in the forest, and it is by their leave that we receive of its bounty. Ever since mankind settled in the Twelveswood, it has been necessary for us to obtain the elementals' permission prior to taking aught from their domain. Historically, this was a rather involved process in that only a precious few could actually commune with them, specifically those conjurers blessed with the ability to hear the elementals, aptly known as healers, or hearers. Hi there! In order to relay the elemental's will to the botanists in a more timely manner, a new organization was formed with a hearer as its mouth and ears. This organization would eventually evolve to become the Botanists Guild. Not working today? To this day, the guild employs the services of a healer who offers guidance to our members. Yet, this is no longer our organization's sole concern. We also seek to promulgate? I have no clue what that word is. Correct harvesting practices, that is, practices with honor, which honor the will of the elementals. Ah, it's your Sunday. You can try and help me say it all you want, Dara. It's not going to do much for me, unfortunately. And that, my friend, is the story of how our guild came to be. I trust you have a newfound appreciation of the work we do. Now, with all this talk of elementals and communing, mayhap you're wondering whether you're fit to join us. Well, you may cast such doubts aside. You don't need to have been raised as a good little forest-born girl to be a botanist, nor do you need to know the secret forest-born salute. I jest. You just need a healthy respect for nature and the will to learn. Blah, I can't talk. If you honestly believe you possess these things, it would be my pleasure to recommend you to our guild master. Please wait a moment while I see to the formalities. Speak to me again when you are ready to begin the enrollment procedures. Ready to enroll in the Botanist Guild, I take it? Yep, give me my hatchet. Music to my ears. It will be my pleasure to refer you to Guildmaster Fufucha. Our Guildmaster's knowledge of nature is second to none. One need only witness her uncanny knack for spotting the finest timber to see that hers is a truly God's given talent. It is for this reason that she holds the title of First Botanist. Oh, but you need not be overawed, for she is the kindliest of souls. You will find the Guildmaster just outside this building. Seek her out and impress upon her your desire to become a botanist. Dare, that better be a joke. That absolutely better be a joke, because I will throw you at Joe. I'm Fufucha, the master of this guild. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I take it Leon Salt has given you an overview of botany already. Well then, I suppose I had better continue where he left off. Why are you scared, Munchie? I don't know if I even still have that command in Nightbot, to be fair, Dare. I will have to check and let you know at a later date. All Gridanians may rightly claim to share a close relationship with nature, but none is so intimate as that of the botanist. It is our calling to nurture the natural environment to the mutual benefit of man and wood. A treat already? Thank you, Munchie. But even as nature holds us in her loving embrace, providing for our every need, she is at heart an unsentimental creature, one that will take life just as readily as she gives it. Guys, it's been 13 minutes. Thank you, Dare. Being a botanist means coming face to face with this uncomfortable truth on a regular basis. Knowing this, do you still wish to walk our path? Yep. The look in your eye bespeaks the passion in your heart. Very well, I bid you welcome to the Botanists Guild. To help you on your way, I present you with this hatchet. Take it up and then present yourself to me again. Does she? I would assign you your first task as a botanist of the guild. Greetings and welcome to the Leatherworkers Guild. Here we produce the finest leather goods, taking care to honor the lives which were sacrificed for their creation. Our leather armor is worn by the archers and lancers of this great nation, and favored by all who prefer that their protection does not come at a cost to mobility. If you wish to place an order, I bid you visit FFXIV Fineries. If, on the other hand, you have a mind to join our guild, I should be happy to assist you. Might you be interested in becoming a leather worker? Nothing would make me happier than to welcome a new initiate into our ranks. However, it is essential that you first understand the burden that every leather worker must bear. What are they doing? Just zooming in, I guess. As you cannot have failed to notice, the Twelveswood is blessed with an abundance of life, and we Gridanians have long hunted the forest creatures for both nourishment and clothing. But Gridania is unlike any other place. The elementals that watch over the Twelveswood have never looked kindly upon the taking of life, and those who flout their governance do so at their own peril. The elementals decreed that life not be taken without due necessity, and so the Trappers' League was formed to regulate the hunting of animals. The Leatherworkers Guild was subsequently founded to manage the fair and equitable distribution of pelts. Nowadays, adventurers are a major supplier of pelts, and leather goods have become widespread, but in past times, they were rare and precious. The Leatherworkers Guild has not forgotten those times. We treat leather with no less respect than the living creatures whence it comes, and craft goods of the highest quality. In doing so, we honor the lives lost and minimize the need for further killing, an oft-forgotten benefit for our products. I'm moving this over here. Having to read it in an angle is not helping me. Of our products surpassing durability, okay. Our guild is also the sole producer of the famous FFXIV brand of leather goods, the pride of Gridania. These products represent the ultimate expression of our core tenets and the transcendent technique which shaped them. Know, though, that being a guild member does not automatically make you a Fin-Il artisan. You must earn the right to become one. For most of the leather workers here, having the fruit of their labors bear the Fin-Il brand is yet a distant dream. That is the life which awaits you, should you choose to walk our path. Success will not be handed to you, but I guarantee that you will have the opportunity to seize it. So, if you wish to make a name for yourself and craft goods which are the envy of all, you have come to the right place. Speak to me once more if you wish to learn more about the enrollment process. Have you decided to join the Leatherworkers Guild? Give me the quest. Very well, I invite you to speak with Guildmaster Jiva. She is a brilliant artisan personally responsible for the creation of countless Fin-Il products. You have doubtless heard her name before. The Guildmaster's patterns are uniformly elegant, and with them, even novice craftsmen can cut their materials with minimal waste. It is for her to decide if you are fit to join us. Hold on. My room is burning up. Okay, I now have a fan pointed at me, so I'm not burning up. She can be found within the work area within. Present yourself to her and do not waver in your determination. So you wish to become a leather worker. If you've spoken with Randall, then you've been told what it means to work with leather, the weight you must carry, the responsibility you must bear. Not just to the elementals, mind you, but also to the guild. Our craftsmanship is unrivaled, and each member is expected to live up to that reputation. Once you join, there is no turning back. If you dishonor us, I shall flay you myself and make a chocobo saddle from your hide. Will you swear to uphold our traditions and be the best leather worker you can be? Very well, you may learn our craft within these walls. Though you seem ill-equipped to do even that. I will give you a head knife to help you on your way, but the rest is up to you. Do not presume that your association with us means your work will bear the Fin-Il name. Until you prove yourself worthy, you will not be permitted to so much as touch a Fin-Il product, much less craft one. Now then, if we're to continue with your initiation, you'll need to put that knife in your hand first. Talk to me when you're ready to begin. Okay. I am not starting in on that yet. Okay, I can go pick up the Lancer quest. Then I think Carpenter was the other one. Welcome to the Lancers Guild, adventurer. If you seek to refine your skills with the pole arm, then you have come to the right place. Here at the Lancers Guild, spear wielders gather to train with one another and further hone their abilities under the tutelage of our fine instructors. Do you seek membership with us? Very well, I shall provide you with an insight into the history of our guild. More than just an instrument of war, the spear is also a tool for hunting, and with game ever plentiful in the Twelveswood, the weapon has been the mainstay of the locals here since before the founding of Gridania. With the passing of time, our nation became a gathering place for spearmasters from across the realm, many eager to test their mettle against the famed might of our wood whalers. And it was here in Gridania that their myriad fighting styles came into contact, eventually giving rise to the art taught here today. That spear technique could be formalized at all owed much to the founding of the Lancers Guild by Wood Whaler Captain Mistal, nigh on a century past. The tradition of accepting students from without as well as within Gridania's borders persists to this day, ensuring that the art of the polearm may not only survive but also continue to evolve. Well, there you have it. I hope this brief history of the guild has helped settle any doubts in your mind. The Lancers Guild is always eager to welcome new initiates. If you've a will to enlist, speak with me again and we can begin the enrollment procedures. Well then, have you made up your mind to enlist in the Lancers Guild? Give me the quest. Excellent. I shall let Guildmaster Owain know to expect you. All who seek admittance to our ranks must present themselves before him. He will judge if you are fit to become one of us. Igor! Pray make your way to the training area within. Our Guildmaster awaits you there. Thank you. Well met, adventurer. I understand you wish to learn the Lancer's art under our roof. I see you have some combat experience, yet it remains to be seen if such skills as you have acquired will avail you here. But, no matter, in my capacity as Guildmaster, I shall guide your training beginning with the very basics, the principles of our art. There exist myriad fighting styles, each of which has its own unique qualities. None, however, can claim to be as offensively minded as ours. Our approach is ever one of attack, no matter who or what we face. An experienced lancer is able to wield a polearm as if it were an extension of his body. He transforms into a raging storm before his foes, delivering a barrage of devastating thrusts and slashes. To facilitate such a relentless assault, we lancers forego plate, favoring armor of leather and chain, such materials as provide adequate protection without unduly hindering movement. A lancer's worth may be measured quite simply in how swiftly and decisively he can pierce his enemy's defenses. By its nature, the polearm is a simple weapon to wield, for good or ill. Even in a farmer's hands, it is capable of wreaking considerable havoc. Thus has it been a mainstay of every great army since ancient times. Yet know that a lance alone does not a lancer make. Faced with unfavorable odds, an unseasoned spearman will break formation and flee without a moment's hesitation. A true lancer, however, flinches not before his enemies, for he knows not the meaning of fear. Ever does he press forward, disdainful of the odds that he might pierce the enemy line and open a path to victory. I forget how long-winded these quests are. Needless to say, doing so requires no small amount of courage, and that is why our guild has striven from the first to instill this essential quality in every soul who passes through our halls. Arduous trials await you should you join our ranks. Knowing this, have you the resolve to wield the lance? Well said, adventurer. I see no reason to deny you a place within our ranks. But I neglected to introduce myself. I am Owain, master of this guild. Pleasantries duly exchanged, I shall add to your hunting log the names of the creatures against which a lancer might hone his skills. In celebration of the occasion, I hereby present you with your very own spear. Arm yourself with it and speak to me once more. I would have you undertake your first task. A trial, to be precise. Carpenter's Guild doesn't have a teleportation thing. Right, they're right by the Aetheryte. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Archers Guild. It is here that archers their wording sometimes confuses the heck out of me. It is here that archers the realm over gather to master the bow. We engage the enemy from a distance, ever seeking to alter the course of battle with a single, well-placed arrow. If you have a mind to become an archer, then you have come to the right place. Do you wish to join our ranks? Marvelous. Then allow me to enlighten you on the history of both our art and the guild. The bow is an ancient tool that has existed since before our fair nation came into being, as an implement of war and hunting both. It protects us from our enemies even as it keeps us fed and clothed. Archery as practiced in Gridania was born of two distinct styles of bowmanship. The first was devised by the longbow sentries of the Elizin, who once ruled the lowlands, while the second belonged to the shortbow hunters of the formerly nomadic Makot. As you will doubtless be aware, both races ultimately came to call the Twelves Wood home. Though the two people began as rivals, they gradually learned to live together in harmony. During this time, they learned from one another, their two schools of archery intermingling to give birth to the art as it is known today. But this wouldn't have been possible were it not for the Trappers League. The guild was established in order to promote sustainable hunting and cooperation within the hunting fraternity at large. As a happy consequence of this union, the guild members came to engage in friendly contests of skill. Inspired by such competitions, a handful of their numbers began to focus on perfection as opposed to mere practicality, transforming a skill into what may be termed an art. These individuals would go on to form a guild of their own. The Archers Guild were men and women gathered to attain mastery over the bow. More than a few members of the God's Quiver loosed their first arrow within these very halls. And that, my friend, is a brief history of archery in Gridania. Doubtless you are more eager than ever to take up the bow. It would be my pleasure to recommend you to our guild master. You must receive her permission if you are to join us. If you would excuse me a moment, I shall see to it that the relevant lists are amended. Pray speak to me again in a short while. So, are you resolved to join the Archers Guild? Give me the quest. The look in your eye bespeaks your determination. It would be my pleasure to refer you to the Guildmaster, Lucienne. Lest you worry unduly, Lucienne is an affable and kind-hearted woman. Even those not of the guild have been known to seek her counsel on various matters, and ever have they been given fair hearing. Lucienne awaits you in the training area yonder. Present yourself before her and impress upon her your desire to join the guild. Good grief, these long-winded messages. Greetings, adventurer. I am told you wish to join our ranks. I am Lucienne, the master of the Archers Guild, and I bid you welcome. Our doors are open to all who have the will to learn. Allow me to explain the basics of our art, and offer you a foretaste of that which we teach the members of our guild. The bow's greatest advantage is its range. Unlike those arms used in other disciplines of war, it allows one to strike at an enemy from afar. Though the bow may not boast the destructive force of a sword or spear, its myriad strategic applications more than compensate for this shortcoming. An experienced archer can immobilize an enemy by striking a leg or sap its strength with a poisoned arrow. Rise to become a virtuoso of archery, and a veritable deluge of death will be yours to rain down upon your foes. By fighting from a distance, we can better assess the battlefield and thereby determine the most advantageous course of action. This is of paramount import, as our role in battle is to exploit the enemy's weakness. With the requisite placement and timing, but a single arrow may serve to turn the tide. To this end, the guild seeks to instill a discerning eye within its members, that they might learn to strike at vulnerabilities swiftly and surely. Now, any half-wit can bend the bow, but it is no simple undertaking to become a skilled archer. You must be prepared for a long and arduous journey. Are you resolved to complete that journey? That as well. From this moment forth, you may consider yourself one of our number. Now lend me your hunting log, if you would. I shall add to it the names of such creatures as would provide a fitting challenge to an archer. And to help you on your way, I bestow upon you this short bow. Arm yourself with your new weapon and then speak to me again. I would have you undertake a trial to gauge your fitness to join the guild. Okay. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Carpenter's Guild. We're the artisans who take wood and grant it new form and purpose as the archer's bow, the lancer's spear, and the novice's shield. If carpentry holds any appeal, you should consider joining our guild. Might you be interested in learning the ways of woodworking? Wonderful. Wonderful. Now, before we proceed, I think it only right that I acquaint you with our guild's storied past. Since the founding of Gridania, we have built our homes and crafted our weapons from the trees of the Twelve's wood. As our nation grew and prospered, the woodworker's repertoire expanded to encompass a greater variety of articles, and carpentry developed into an art. At first, there was no association of carpenters. Each individual worked and sold his services independently. However, the advent of watermills meant that more efficient construction methods were needed, along with formalized maintenance regimes, all of which necessitated organization. The Carpenters Guild was founded to oversee the operation of watermills and promote cooperation between woodworkers. Now, I must mention at this point that we owe much and more of our prosperity to the Great Loam Growery. Thanks to the hardworking botanists, we are blessed with the finest lumber in all Eorzea. This confluence of ideal circumstances allows us to provide all manner of goods and services to the people of Gridania. My apologies. That was rather longer than I intended. Still, I trust you have gained a greater understanding of our guild. We expect our members to drink deep of the collected wisdom that the guild has amassed over the course of its history, to actively seek an understanding of wood and the techniques required to work it, rather than simply waiting to be taught. We expect, in short, nothing less than total commitment to the craft. If you wish to start down this path, speak to me once more. I shall explain to you the enrollment process. Would you like to learn more about the enrollment process? You made a quest. Wonderful. I should mention at this point that Timbermaster Beaton assesses all would-be apprentices personally, so you will need to obtain his approval before you begin. Timbermaster Beaton can be a harsh and unforgiving man, but if you love the craft and have the will to learn, you could ask for no better tutor. He is quite simply the finest carpenter in Gridania. Of course, it will take some time and no small amount of effort to comprehend the full extent of his teachings, but you may rest assured that he will not lead you astray. That said, when you meet him, I would advise you to choose your words carefully and, resist the urge to run away. Yeah? Another green adventurer come to play with saws? Well, then I suggest you first speak with the... Oh, you've met with Korg, have you? That is well, but know that the decision to initiate you into the guild rests with me. Tell me true, adventurer, have you a mind to devote yourself to the art of carpentry? The look on your face bespeaks determination, or mayhap trapped wind. Still, you look strong enough to hold a saw, and if your resolve is indeed genuine, I give you the leave to remain, for the time being. However, you are useless to me in your current state. You are, as a seedling, some potential perhaps, but no more like to thrive than perish. Experience is what you require, girl, and I shall give you the means to acquire it. Take this saw. It is old, yes, but sharp as needs be. Now prove to me that you are not completely incompetent by taking up your new tool. Once you have done so, present yourself to me for inspection. Okay, that should be all the classes I can pick up here. Archer, Lancer, Carpenter, Leatherworker, Botanist. Okay. No. Hello there, Aelith. Word of your tireless efforts at Bentbranch Meadows has reached my ears. The folk there have not but the highest praise for you. You certainly have a knack for making Mother proud. Keep up the good work, you hear? A letter from Luculot? I haven't the slightest inkling what this could be about. Gods be good. I have a mission for you, Aelith. Suffice it to say, it is urgent. I fear it may also prove dangerous. However, so you must be prepared. Make what arrangements you can and report back to me the moment you are ready. Time is of the essence, so I shall speak plain. Oh, there goes Alice saying Alpha now. Based on Luculot's observations, the Ixtal have designs on the Guardian Tree, and they mean to act soon. The tree is the oldest living thing in this ancient forest, and it is held sacred by every forest-born Gridanian. Should it come to any harm, the elementals would fly into a rage beyond pacifying. I dread to think of the chaos that would ensue. There isn't much time. We must act quickly. Aelith, please see this letter to the hands of Bow Lord Lewin, at the seat of the first bow in Quiver's Hold. Should the need arise, pray put yourself wholly at the man's disposal. I strongly suspect he will need all the able-bodied souls he can muster. The fate of Gridania hangs in the balance. Go swiftly, Aelith. Okay, up that way. Hey, fireworks are going off already, and it's not even dark outside. An urgent message from Mother Miyun? Very well, you may enter. So you are Aelith Mistborn, the adventurer of whom I have heard so much. I understand you wish words with me. Miyun has information on the Ixal, you say? Speak freely, you have both my ears. Matron Forfend, they mean to defile the Guardian Tree? Before Nafaka, I swear those filthy birdmen will not touch it. Nay, not so much as a single leaf. 12, help me, how can it be that neither the Wood Whalers nor the God's Quiver caught wind of this? I cannot help but think this plot bears the mark of the masked devil who has eluded us for so long. We must be wary. This incursion may be more than it seems. Would that the warriors of light were still with us, but this is no time for such idle thoughts. I thank you for delivering this message. You may assure Miyun that I will dispatch a unit of my best men to investigate. My lord! What is it? It's the Ixal, sir. The Ixal have amassed at the Guardian Tree. Already? Bloody hells. Aelith, Miyun believes you capable, and I can think of no better judge than she. Lend us your strength this day. Aid in the defense of the Guardian Tree. Okay. Da, 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 da. Do you let me teleport to the gate? Yes. No, not that one. That one. All the way over there. Got it. Arbor Buzzard, Goblin Hunter, Firefly, Mandragora, Wolf Poacher, Kickhorn Beater, Black Bat. I'll have to go look at my hunting log stuff later. Strong Katzen. Oh, I shouldn't have come up here. Nope, stay away from me. Most of them won't follow me down that way. The Bowlord sent you, yes? Good to have you with us. The birdmen have completely surrounded the guardian tree, and their calls grow more urgent by the minute. Whatever it is they mean to do, we cannot let them go through with it. They must be stopped, no matter the cost. O mournful voice of creation, O mournful voice of time. Attend me, all. To us this forest, Tinolka belongs. Wisdom of paragons we possess. To our former glory, restore us at will. From this tree a great crystal we take. Unto Garuda an offering we shall make. Okay, so these are the followers of Garuda. Unfeathered ones and elementals, banish we shall. Our ancient home reclaim we will. First squad left flank. Second and third, right flank. Okay, so the wood whalers to the one side. The rest form the main host with me. It is high time we reminded our Ixal guests why we Quivermen are to be feared. This position is yours, adventurer. May the elementals keep you. Interrupt us, you dare? In your own blood you shall bathe. Yep, I stand out like a sore thumb with my healing wand. Go ahead and get the slow drain on as many as I can. No, it's not gonna go very well for me, is it? Oh, good grief. Let me click on the guy I need to click on, please. I need him to stay alive. if I can hit the right buttons, I would be much happier. Oh, Voidsent. Have fun. Impressive work, adventurer. The Bowlord bids you hold this position. Enemies may yet lurk near, so stay on your guard. We go to bolster the left flank, where the battle yet rages. Oh, the Ossians. Hello. The source of her strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Ah, yes. You look oh so friendly. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. Come on. Drop your mechanics. Buddy, I've been doing side quests. Your gargoyle is not that difficult. Oh yeah, Papalymo is a thaumaturge, black mage. That the wisdom of the paragons should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragons? That's what I heard. The bringers of chaos, or Ossians, to give them their proper name. It would seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes. Aelith, are you unharmed? Had I known this creature was near, I would have sent men, not called them away. There is no mistake, sir. He is the one who stirred the Ixal from their nest. Our intelligence was reliable. So this is the man who has eluded us for so long? Right. We finally got him. We sensed an ominous presence and came here as swiftly as our legs would carry us. Well, it's good to know what we're up against anyway. My thanks as ever, friends. Quiverman, move out. To say you played an instrumental role in the success of this mission would scarcely do justice to your efforts this day, adventurer. Upon your return to Gridania, pray visit me at Quiver's Hold. I will see to it that you receive the thanks you are due. You're probably wondering why we always seem to appear when there's trouble, right? Well, trust me when I tell you that it's almost never our fault, despite what it looks like. Papalymo and I are actually helping the Gridanians, and we've been doing so for a good few years, too. Oh, did I mention that we're not from around here? Why, yes, we are Charlayans. However did you know? So I wasn't mistaken. Mistaken? About what? Nothing. Nothing at all. Aw, you always do that. Mumble something loaded with meaning only to keep it to yourself when someone asks. It's unfair. And it's especially unfair when the someone is me. Oh, do calm down. I'll tell you later. I bet you won't. Anyway, all's well that ends well. Quite. We'd best be on our way. See you later. Oh, the crystal! Corrupted crystal! Someone's fishing. That's an interesting fit. Are there any new quests that popped up here? There were not. And I need to head to the East Shroud for my class quest. Not... Okay. Greetings, Aelith. Brother Esumi informed me of your coming. I assume it was you who purified the befouled water at the hedge tree? The joyous bubbling of the elementals was a pleasure to hear. On behalf of both them and myself, I thank you. Now, without further ado, let us speak of that which Brother Asumi sent you here to learn. I trust you did not find it strange to be asked to tend to a tree when your lesson this day concerns the element of water. One need not have studied botany to realize that the forest requires more than rich soil to flourish. Water is essential for carrying the nutrients in the earth from a tree's roots all the way to the very tips of its leaves. The precious liquid is the lifeblood of the Twelveswood. Without it, naught would grow. But should it rise in too great a volume, and too swiftly, the nourishing flow will become a crashing wave that washes away all before it. It is important to realize that all of nature is in a balance. As Conjury derives its power from nature, we must take care not to use our art in a manner like to disrupt the state. Ever must we be mindful of the ceaseless tug of war embodied in creation, this fruitful stalemate of the elements. Brother Josen, are you about? I am here, sir. What has transpired? A herd of young antelope stags has gone berserk. I don't know what's got them so panicked, but there's no calm on them now. The mad beast scored the soldiers sent to shepherd them away from civilian settlements, leaving us with a pile of wounded over at Jocelyn's Spire, and not enough hands to staunch the bleeding. We need a healer, and fast. Curious. I sensed nothing amiss in the whisperings of the elementals. What could have frightened these antelopes so? Apologies. I shall revisit these musings anon. Let us make haste. If matters are as chaotic as you say, I fear the numbers of injured may be rising as we speak. I doubt that we two will suffice. We must divide our forces. Aelith, travel straight away to Jocelyn's Spire and tend to the wounded. I shall endeavor to rally further healers and follow after you bearing what restorative unguents I can. You, sir, head to Stillglade Fane and beseech the aid of Brother Esumi. Nope, can't jump that. Who are a conjurer, you say? Praise Nothica. You've come at you there. Don't get tongue-tied. You've come not a moment too soon. Sounds like yet more wounded have just been carried in. Pray offer them what aid you can. I can breathe again. Thank you. These folk are out of danger for the present, but I fear our reprieve shall be brief. The battle with the stags yet rages, and there are reports of yet more wounded. I bid you join the Wood Whalers and help put an end to this. Seek them just off the road that leads to the northeast, and do not worry. My art should be sufficient to prevent matters from worsening here. Now go. Oh, they're that way. Dang it, I missed the roof. I'm gonna have to go through those gnats. Don't notice me. You're going to notice me. Conjurer, your aid. The chip damage is definitely nice. You... Oh god. Okay. Lady, you're not supposed to be using that spell. Miss? I'm fine. Don't mind me. Pray tell me that we are not too late. Sylphie, what have you done? I forbade you from using such methods. Guildmaster, I will not see you repeat your mother's mistakes. My mother never did anything wrong. Aelith, may I ask that you follow her, please? I fear my presence will only serve to provoke her further. She cannot have gone far in her weakened state. I don't understand. When I try to cast spells, nothing happens. When I reach for my power, there's just nothing there. Is this what the Guildmaster was trying to warn me about? He said I was repeating my mother's mistakes. The same thing happened to her. Losing her magic, I mean. And then, she... Am I going to die? This can't be happening. I didn't think. Please, I need to be alone. Aelith, you have returned at last. Were you able to speak with Sylphie? I see. I once taught you that conjurers harness the power of nature that we might bring about change. Earth, wind, water, healing. The principle is no different. For the art of mending, we draw on the boundless life force of nature and bestow it upon the wounded. Sylphie has never sought to borrow from that bounty. Her power to heal stems from her own life force. The vital energies of mortals are, however, finite. Finite, I think is how it's pronounced. I don't know. I don't use that word often. And now that which I most feared has come to pass. Her mother unwittingly took her own life through the continued use of her healing skills, and Sylphie's aptitude for the art is, if anything, even greater. Thus, it is not unexpected that she should reach the limits of her strength at a much earlier age. If we do not intervene, this terrible tragedy will be repeated, and I, for one, could not bear to see the child suffer the same fate as her mother. I shall think on a solution to this dark dilemma. It may be that I will have need of your assistance in the near future, Aelith. Do not doubt your abilities. You are a conjurer who has passed the trials of earth, wind, and water. You grow closer to nature with every passing day, and I sense within you the seeds of greatness. In your encounter with water, you learned its role as a bringer of life, but you also felt the implacable power of a surging wave as it swept you along in its path. Like earth and wind, and nature at large, the element of water is possessed of more than one aspect. Having completed the third lesson, I am satisfied that you have mastered the fundamentals of conjuring. Yet this is but the beginning of your journey. Henceforth you must strive to attune yourself ever more closely to the elements, and to nature. I think I want the cotton cowl. I got the magic stick. Ooh. I much like that. Greetings, Aelith. You radiate the confidence of a conjurer who neglects not her studies of the elements. I confess I have no lesson for you to learn this day. Instead, I would ask that you aid me in the education of another. Yes, I speak of Sylphie. After no small amount of prompting, bordering on coercion, the child has finally promised to attempt to embrace the forces of nature, but I am afraid the matter is not so easily resolved. Sylphie has never attempted to learn the basic offensive spells that you and most other conjurers mastered before first venturing into the wild. As such, she is ill-equipped to undertake the trials, which furnished you and your peers with an understanding of the elements. Put simply, She is no match for the tainted spirits of nature. But if a more capable conjurer were to accompany her and purify the corrupted in her stead, it may yet serve to impress upon her the power of the forces at work. I bid you take her on a pilgrimage around the Twelveswood and give her the opportunity to witness these confrontations firsthand. Earth, wind, water, she must know them all. Show her the majesty and primal ferocity of nature. As it was with you, let Earth be her first lesson. Sylphia waits you at the Bent Branch Meadows. Pray forgive my presumption, but I thought it best to send her on ahead while her conviction remained strong. Once you have located the patch of corrupted soil at Bent Branch, draw forth the tainted spirit and let her witness the struggle that ensues. May the elementals aid you in this endeavor, Aelith. Welcome back, adventurer. Your exploits at the Guardian Tree are the stuff of songs. The Bowlord awaits you within. I have awaited your return, Aelith. Allow me to thank you again for helping us to defend the Guardian Tree. Not only did you put the invading Exalt to rout, you confronted the masked mage and his felt minion, and emerged the victor. I have good men and women under me, none of whom give me cause for complaint, but you, Aelith, are a class apart. Your strength, your determination, your heart. You have all the makings of a great adventurer. Miyun is seldom mistaken in her appraisals, and she is plainly not mistaken now. Gridania is stronger for your presence. The Elder Seed Seer will doubtless be pleased to learn that a capable adventurer like you has come to us. Once more, I thank you. Owing to your valor, disaster has been averted.
Elder Seed Seer, my lady.
I am come to express my gratitude for your valiant efforts before the Guardian Tree. I am informed that an adventurer of singular talent now walks amongst us. You are she, are you not? My name is Kan-e Senna, and it is my solemn charge to watch over all who call Gridania home. Well met and welcome to our fair nation. It was your valor that won us the day, I believe. On behalf of all Gridanians, I offer you my humblest thanks. This gift I present to you as a small token of my gratitude. I hope that you will ever remain a friend to Gridania. Green Bliss is coming. It is an age-old ceremony to renew the bond between man and elemental. Over the centuries, it has blossomed into a joyous festival encompassing Gridanians from every walk of life. I should be most gratified if you would participate in the ceremony as emissary.
Oh, such a great honor.
I look forward to seeing you on that most joyous of days. Till then, fare you well. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
Thank you for the redeems. I actually need to refill my drink, so give me just a minute. Okay, drink has been refilled. None in Gridania can doubt your worth, Aelith. But to receive such praise from the Elder Seed Seer herself, and nor is that the half of it. She chose you to play the role of emissary. For God's sake, you, an outsider, do you have any idea what this means? But of course you don't. You are not Forestborn, which is rather the point. Mistake me not, I think you worthy, but your selection is all but unprecedented, and I'll wager you have not the faintest inkling what is required of you. There are preparations that the emissary needs complete ahead of time. Sorry, there's like the loud wailing fireworks going off, either out on my street or like the street over. So I'm hearing them like shoot off from the window behind me. I suggest you consult Miyun regarding the matter. She is overseeing the arrangements for the event. Now you had best get going. The ceremony cannot commence without the emissary. Oh, and Aelith? Don't make a hash of this. This way. Go to the airship landing. Should just be able to climb the stairs. Well, well, if it isn't the emissary herself. Had I known you were coming, I would have baked a pie. You truly are full of surprises, Aelith. Next you'll be telling me you're one of the Warriors of Light, back from a half-decade-long holiday. But let's speak of preparations. As you doubtless already know, Greenbliss is an age-old ceremony for strengthening the bond between man and elemental. These days, though, the name also refers to the festival at large. In the ceremony, the emissary serves as a conduit, a bridge between the people and the guardians of the Twelveswood. Suffice it to say, it is no small responsibility, nor does the Elder Seed Seer choose mankind's representative on a whim. Seldom in history have non-Forestborn been chosen for the role, which should give you an idea of the magnitude of the honor being accorded you. For your part, you are required to wear a ceremonial artifact, which is presently in the keeping of Timber Master Beaton. Go to the Carpenter's Guild and collect it from the man. Then return to me for further instructions. So you are the emissary to be. Miyun sent word that you would be coming to collect the ceremonial artifact. The good news is that it's ready, painstakingly crafted by these very hands and from the rarest of materials. Take it, along with this warning. Get so much as a scratch on the thing, and I shall make an unceremonial artifact out of you. Oh, that's the Gunbreaker quest. Yeah, that's gonna have to wait until at least after Stormblood, I think. Back from your trip to the Carpenter's Guild, let's see what you have in that box. Ah, this is by far the finest Manoa mask I have ever laid eyes upon. The Timber Master has truly outdone himself this time. In case he didn't mention, the mask is crafted from consecrated lumber rendered up by the Guardian Tree, solely for use in the ceremony. In other words, it is priceless. Mother bids you to handle it with care. And with that, your preparations are complete. The venue should just about be in order as well. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask them. I'm going to assume I need to wear this. Oh, that's not going to go well for me. Wear me that. Give me that for now, because I know I'm going to have to wear this. An interesting mask. Now that you have the Manoa mask, all that's left is to participate in the ceremony. Perchance you are feeling nervous, but never fear. Despite all the pomp surrounding the role, there really is nothing to being emissary. All you are required to do is wear the mask, stand up straight, and look dignified. The more involved aspects of the proceedings will be handled by others. Simple, no? The ceremony will be held at Miketo's amphitheater. When you are ready, make yourself known to the caretaker there, a woman named Estain. Oh, and be sure to wear your mask or she may not recognize you. Now, off you go, Aelith, and good luck. There's so many AFK people. Ah, you must be the emissary. Nice, you have come prepared? That is well. I have been instructed to escort you. Blah, blah, blah. I accidentally did not fully read that.
Look! The elder sees here.
12 bless her hearts!
May she find favor with the elementals. This radiance. Could it be a crystal of light? Tell me true, has the Mother Crystal revealed herself to you? Did you bask in her light? Have you, perchance, experienced sensations akin to ether sickness of late? That Heidelin would speak directly to this woman. There once were dauntless adventurers who fought in the name of Eorzea. When the primals threatened to bleed the land dry, these brave men and women rose to face them. When the Garlean Empire resumed its war of conquest, they rushed to the realm's defense. And when it was foretold that Dalamud would fall, they fought with all their strength to deliver us from certain doom. Yet as strong and as brave as they were, they, like so many, disappeared amidst the flames at Cartano. None have forgotten the heroes who gave all for the sake of a realm not their own. Yet when we try to recall their names, we find the pages of our memories are blank, as if bleached by the sun. And when we try to recall their faces, we see them only in silhouette, as if they stood betwixt us and a blinding glare. Hence have these heroes come to be known as the Warriors of Light. Beholding you, illuminated by the glow of the crystal, I could not help but be reminded of them. The crystal has chosen you for a purpose. Trust to its guiding light, and all shall be revealed to you in good time. Though none can say for certain what the future will bring, it is my belief that you may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm. For the power of the Echo resides within you.
Victory belongs to the bold. Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. God preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
God damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me! Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir!
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louisois. To your positions.
Kaspamul, Soginin Moise Donzul. Logalo, Asawad Deken Bet Mubut. Imarat Way, Kiskatoga Hats Wadadorns. Sisnigem, Fistun the only Lamrai Sadai Dorn.
Ah, look who's back in the land of the living. You mean to say you don't remember a thing? You collapsed in the middle of the ceremony, gave us all a good fright, so we carried you back here. Coco? Gimme? Hey. Kitty, kitty, kitty. I must say, you're heavier than you look. You've hardly stopped of late. Your exertions must have caught up with you. But you adventurers are nothing if not resilient. Seeing as the worst is past, I shall take my leave and return to my duties. Oh, I almost forgot. The Elder Seed Seer told me she'd like to see you when you felt well enough. The gentle soul was almost as worried about you as I was, bless her. When you're back on your feet, be sure to visit her at the Lotus Stand. Okay, I think that's a good place to call it for me. I have to be up in 6 hours to take Jolly to work and get myself to work. So, won't be streaming tomorrow because I have a group game planned with people. Monday will be Brilliant Mismanagement. Other than that, the next time I stream this will probably be Wednesday. No, I'm not telling her to walk. But I shall see you guys next time. Thank you for dropping in. I hope you have enjoyed. For the time being, bye-bye.